Have you ever been in traffic and been stuck in a spot because your car isn't fast enough to get into the other lane? We've all been there, and if you've owned an underpowered car, it's just another one of the downsides to having good fuel economy and factory efficiency. My name is Aaron Black, and I take passion in making originally slow cars fast so their owners can enjoy making them into their factory potential or their full potential. And I learned this from growing up in a family of gearheads and being a mechanic for multiple years, learning from my grandpa and my father about how to fix and enhance cars from an early age. In my experience, I've brought joy to a lot of people who are originally not satisfied with their vehicles, and I plan to give you a good overview about the basics of power with your vehicle as well as techniques and the basics of power gain. The easiest way to improve your experience, and usually the first upgrades people make, are bolt-on modifications. Bolt-on modifications are high-performance replacements for stock parts. In an article named How to Increase Horsepower for Your Vehicle by the Advanced team published August 2019 on advancedauto.com, bolt-on engine modifications can be the key on how to get more horsepower and torque for improved acceleration, quicker passing, and increased towing capacity. I started my first build with bolt-ons, and it definitely has the potential to get your desired results and a good start to your project, focusing on three main basics of power: air, fuel, and spark. Alright, so coils and spark plug wires do good for increasing spark. Throttle bodies and fuel injection tuners and stuff like that are good for fuel. And cold air intakes and headers are good for airflow. Now these three together are a good basis to build off of and increase power. When it comes to increasing power in an engine, it can be dangerous, especially with a lack of knowledge on what not to do and what is too much. I learned this the hard way when I overtuned my car and blew the water pump, as well as frying original components that were outdated and couldn't deal with the bolt-on modifications that I installed. Like Jim Smart said in his Mobil One, which is a renowned oil company with years of credibility in the field, his article named 10 Easy Ways to Increase Horsepower or Increase Engine Performance from 2003. You can have engine failure in a nanosecond at wide open throttle. That quoted from a section on ignition timing, and that's the spark, and it's referring to slowing down the speed of spark and the timing that it sparks up from the spark plug. And the reason this is because automobiles go through a lot of emissions testing as well as standards that they have to meet from factories. Now, all of these are restricting the potential horsepower from these cars, but not to fear, because the release of onboard computer tuners, which is quoted, motor vehicles electronic control module to alter the engine performance and enable removal of filters, catalysts, and other critical emissions controls that reduce air pollution, is stating in Hemmings.com article named EPA Launches Crackdown on Emissions Defeat Device Makers by David Stroll, published January 14, 2020. These tuners are an effective way to get new power and satisfaction that you want out of your vehicle at the push of a button. Even though they sound complicated and they may not be on your level, they're very simple and easy. With a little bit of research, you can find ways to get your car rolling efficiently and as can be as reliable and fun on the highway. Whether you just want have a little fun or a little bit more get up and go in your daily driver, simple power modifications can impact your life in a positive way every day by making a daily driver a street king with better handling and passing power. Spark, fuel, and air are the key to modifications. and always a good thing to keep in your head to determine what to do and how to make power. Either through hobby or necessity, tuning and bolt-ons could have an impact on your life every day, whether it's your daily driver or your weekend roadster. May this speech help you and your build or your understanding for cars and performance. Thank you.